race card, because at the end of the day, to me, nigga signifies nigga. So when I think of a nigga, I think of the power of us. And I think when they say nigga, they're showing their fear of us. Yeah. So I don't address their fear. I keep it moving.
Right.
So I want to...
It was a situation where we as black students were happy to be at this university finally. A lot of us, we the only ones in our family in college and things like this, right? So let's say that happens.
But you don't hear anybody walking in the street saying, yo, what up my cracker, yo, what up my spick, yo, what up any other racial direction.
I'm under the impression that you don't want me to recollect us, but I do. However, I understand that you will never fold into bed sheets or wake up with me. You will never kiss me in the glare of the sun or hold me like I'll run the first time you let up. And ooh, I won't remember a word. I promise this will be our sacred thing. I can be your secret. I promise my feelings won't get too loud. I won't dare scratch or grip the back of your neck. I won't experience our lust spill into the center of the bed. You won't make me scramble eggs. Talk to me casually while I shower. I won't hug you and tell you it's okay to cry. I gotta hug myself reiterate that it's okay to cry. I won't remember a word. I promise this will be our sacred thing. I can be your secret. I promise my feelings won't get too loud. Boy, why? You look at me like you want to fall in love, but you stash me in the shadows. You look at me like you want to fall in love. You've got me so confused. But for you, I won't remember a word. I promise this will be our sacred thing. I can be your secret. I promise my feelings won't get too loud.
In fear there's a monster hiding under their bed. I've been fearing the one laying inside of mine. I haven't trusted myself around women since I was 6. It was the first time I feasted on another vessel, and I've been a carnivore ever since. There's a part in my spirit that loves with hands and tongue and dick, doesn't know how to stop loving, has turned making love into a sacrifice, feeding off of limbs. I don't trust my body, it leads me to dangerous territories, creeping over the windowsill of my eyelids, waiting to strike at the first thing that's beautiful enough for its next meal, to gorge and feast on flesh and bones and the juices it can squeeze out of its prey. I've been trying to subdue this monster. Chain it to the fence somewhere in the back of my memories, but it keeps breaking loose, saying that it wants to lust until casualty, until my body is engulfed. It tells me that it's normal at my age to be a fiend for carnal desires. If I can't go a day without touching her, that doesn't mean I have a problem. It just means I love her to death. Literally. I have a sexual addiction. And I don't mean that in the sort of cliche, I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem sort of thing that guys say to pick up girls, but in the literal sense that I only feel loved by a woman when she desires my body. I've been so used to being everyone's last option, or just like a brother to her, that anytime a woman took a sexual liking to me, I considered it love. I felt you couldn't lust for someone as unattractive as me, so anything I could latch onto, I held onto it until it wouldn't leave me. The first time a girl told me she had a crush on me, I slept with her. I didn't love her, but I felt so safe with her that I gave her my entire heart, as empty and as barren as it was, just because I knew what it was like to love and not be loved back. Every woman after her I pursued, I felt obligated to. I thought it was a once-in-a-universe sort of deal that I should sample anyone who claimed they loved me, because it was such a rare phenomenon that it had to be treasured. I've become attached to flesh temptations. It's the only way I feel safe. I flirt as a barometer to see how much a woman can desire me. I've learned how to trust with my body before my spirit, and it scares me. I fear that one day, these month-long one-night stands will delve me into oblivion.